4. Let's go! Woo! Hallelujah! Welcome, my fellow JayWalkers, to another episode of Live From Last Week. Hope last week has served you well. Just a quick shameless plug before we go on. Want you guys to like and share this video and subscribe to the channel. So after last night's 2026 MLB trade deadline happened, where several Blue Jays players and prospects were moved, including the Blue Jays trading Dalton Varsho to the Houston Astros, where they were coincidentally playing in Houston, and Varsho literally walking across the diamond to put on an Astros jersey to play against his former team last night. I got to pass out on the couch for almost 9 hours, waking up to this beautiful bowl of breakfast that the wife had made for us, before staying in and editing Live From Last Week videos pretty much all day from the couch. Patiently waiting to go in for my night shift tonight, doing my third shift in the past 5 nights. Starting out today, we got a quick birthday shout out to one of my university classmates out there who I've reunited with at several events in the past. This birthday shout out goes out to you, Michelle. Happy birthday, Michelle. And we've also got a birthday greeting to one of my indoor/beach volleyball friends who has a pretty killer serve and who can serve and receive like no other. This birthday shout out goes out to you, Sunny. Happy birthday, Sunny. So guys, after yet another night shift, I got off this morning, literally busy for the 13 hours I was at work. Getting out of the hospital's parking garage around 8:20 in the morning. I went on to do something that I've done several times in the past when I had just come off a rough shift. And that being getting some post-shift McDonald's to help me cope with my stresses a little bit better. But guys, something that made me feel a little bit better after taking less than 4 hours of a post-night shift nap was while editing some Live From Last Week videos and watching the Blue Jays' afternoon game where they were getting no hit into the 6th inning. They were able to make a miraculous comeback to tie the game with just a couple of swings of the bat, as well as take the lead in extra innings with this 10th inning home run off the bat of Ernie Clement, eventually winning the game 5-4 in 10 innings, getting me pretty excited and very hopeful that this will kickstart off a big Blue Jays winning streak and make a big push for the 2026 playoffs before I go in for my second night shift in a row downtown tonight. So guys, a nice surprise that I had on my commute last night. Running into a former coworker that I haven't seen in quite some time. Yo, randomly running into the street.
What's up, guys?
Yo, on the way to work. Yo, Tyler.
Yo, it's been way too long.
Then after yet another second in a row, non-stop busy, past shift change type of night shift last night, getting out after 8:15 this morning. Prior to leaving the hospital, I was able to run into the cousin Eliza working her day shift before getting picked up in the Mini by the wife, and arrived back at the condo to get in a poor post-night shift nap that lasted around 2.5 hours. Then after waking up to make my way to BMO Field in all of this rain? Lining up in all of these crowds in order to get my hands on the giveaway of the day. This Toronto Argonauts replica retro jersey that was being handed out at the gates prior to the official 2026 Toronto Argonauts Home Opener, where I was able to meet up with my buddy Penstone, the cousin Jonas over here, as well as the famous, the one, the only Ginger Argo. Yo, check out who I found at the Argos Home Opener. Let's go! I'll now present to you guys the music video of this year's 2026 Argos Home Opener. So starting out today, we got a quick birthday shout out to one of my former neo-YSIC roommates who I used to live with at our unit in 2H. This birthday shout out goes out to you, Vanessa. Happy birthday, Vanessa. We next got a birthday greeting to one of the ICU Brotherhood brothers who has made consistent and yet random cameos on the Live From Last week video vlogs. This birthday shout out goes out to you, Greg. Happy birthday, Greg. And last but not least, we got a birthday greeting to the one and only cousin who is always down to go to Blue Jays games with me in the past, present, and future. This birthday shout out goes out to you, Shar. Happy birthday, Shar. So after a great time at the Argos game last night, where the Toronto Argonauts had defeated the Calgary Stampeders 33-30, I got back to the condo and still haven't caught up on my lost sleep, only resting for less than 6 hours last night. Excited to get up to go to this event, which has pretty much been like a yearly tradition here at York University. Going to Sobeys Stadium in North York to watch today's day tennis session here at the 2026 National Bank Open. So starting out today, we got a quick birthday shout out to one of my titas out there living in Reno who visits us in Canada every so often. This birthday shout out goes out to you, Tita Owie. Happy birthday, Tita Ow Ow. So after that fun time I had over at the National Bank Open Friday afternoon session yesterday, where I was able to watch live and in person one of my favorite Canadian tennis stars, Leylah Fernandez. And not just take a picture with her cardboard cutout here, but in fact meet and take a video with her in person. Quick picture, Leylah. Thank you. I had stayed for the Friday evening session to watch yet another player that I have also met in a past National Bank Open tournament. Watching Japanese tennis player Naomi Osaka play in her evening match at the grandstand. And also do a surprise run-in with one of my friends on the tennis grounds who has made several cameos in previous Live From Last Week episodes.
Oh my god! There's a Jay!
Then after escorting both Jed and Ronaldin to their seats at the stadium, bye. I made my way to surprise another friend from FSAT who I haven't seen in over a decade. Bah!
Oh my god, you are here! Jesus! Hey, you're lying! How did you know I was here?
Next, catching Filipina tennis sensation Alex Eala play in her late night match, with all the fellow Filipinos supporting her with them waving all of their flags, and have the stadium react just like this to her during match point. Then after seeing off our tennis playing pride of the Philippines, I had made my way to the Finch West subway station to go to the local pizza here and pick up a free pizza slice that I got for attending the Argos game the previous night. Next to this place that was pretty popping, full of nightlife, taking the late night subway to Warden TTC station to see the upgrades it has had since the last time I was here. And arriving home, getting to bed late for a poor just over 5 hours sleep. Now finally on to today, where I woke up to drive the wife to Yorkville. While waiting for her, I headed to the local Canadian Tire to try to find my way in order to take advantage of free parking to make a $10 purchase. Then going to the Toronto Reference Public Library to take some videos of the views going up their elevator. And editing some Live From Last Week videos on the laptop while awaiting the wife to finish her Yorkville meeting. While going back to the Mini, I passed this memoriam plaque of the famous Conrad the Raccoon, who passed away at this location several years ago. Next in the namesake tradition that we have held that had started last year when we went here with Allison. We made our way to the August 8 restaurant to have a celebratory lunch here with the wife in honor of it being August 8 today. Chowing down on all of this food that was being served to us, as well as the Brazilian steakhouse feature that was coming around to all the tables. And even once again, seeing the famous robot sushi servers that had entertained me on previous visits to this place. And after having our fill here, I got picked up by the cousin Lou to go to a location that I haven't been to in over 30 years. Going to this Chuck E. Cheese location in Scarborough to pick up the nephew Kyrie, who was evidently enjoying himself playing video games, having me join him in a couple of rounds to help him defeat the levels, and see for myself with my very own eyes that the animatronics band and Chucky himself were still functioning after all of these years.
They're all looking at me, man. Crazy. And creepy, huh? Ah!
We next carpooled to Mississauga to visit my Tito and Tita here, hosting a backyard barbecue, as well as a reunion here with some of my cousins from Detroit and Sacramento who I haven't seen in over a decade. Let me say hi to JJ Pasco. No handshakes. Hugs only. Then after sharing this meal with all of these guys, making a future challenge for the cousin Louie and I to find this graffiti art piece in downtown Toronto that was made by our boy here, Syntax, as well as gifting our visitors from the States a couple of presents full of bubbly from Canada. Having JJ Pasco himself pop this baby open with no pressure from me, by all means. No. Come on, JJ! Come on, you can do it! Woo! And cheersing to this reunion that was well overdue. Don't sip yet. See you in Go like this. You're closer. You're closer. See you in 6. We wrapped up the night catching the sun setting on the horizon on our commute back to Scarborough. So we'll start out today with doing a quick belated birthday shout out for August 5th to one of my second cousins out there. This birthday shout out goes out to you, Michaela. Happy belated birthday, Michaela. But yeah, staying up late into the early hours of the morning, just finishing my edits for Live From Last Week, episode 293, for a delayed Sunday morning episode release. Staying awake until almost 4 in the morning, getting in a poor 4.5 hours of sleep. Waking up to go in this morning's sunny weather, unlike how it was last week. To the Sunday morning Catholic Mass at the St. Teresa Shrine of the Little Flower Parish. Before heading to the annual Circulo Ilongo Summer Picnic held at Thompson Park here in Scarborough. Reuniting with a couple of long-lost family friends at this picnic, including Holly here, as well as Mark, and the aforementioned second cousin, Michaela. Meeting up with both Tito Eddie and Tita Morne, and celebrating with all the Titos and Titas gathered here in this picture. But yeah, now on to the events of this evening. After a couple of my friends caught screenshots of me in the background during Eala's interview a couple nights back, and going back to the last time I took this guy with me to this event, I was back here at Sobeys Stadium with the Cousin Lou, along with a few cameos of a couple of friends that I randomly ran into earlier this evening, to watch our fellow Kababayans Leylah Fernandez take on Naomi Osaka, as well as Eala match up against Belinda Bencic in tonight's round of 16 matches here at the National Bank Open. So last night, after both of my favorite Filipina tennis players weren't able to scrape out a win, with Leylah Fernandez being defeated by Naomi Osaka, and Eala failing to beat Belinda Bencic in order to advance to the National Bank Open quarterfinals, I was sad to go home, but was able to sleep in for about 7 hours today, before just taking it easy and editing Live From Last Week videos on the laptop all day, prior to going in for a single night shift later on tonight. But before we do that, guys, we just got a quick birthday shout out to one of my former YSIC friends out there who I remember spending great times with at Mickey Finn's. This birthday shout out goes out to you, Robert. Happy birthday, Robert. And we've also got a birthday shout out to one of my longtime friends out there who you guys know I last randomly ran into at the FIFA World Cup watch party a couple weeks back. This birthday shout out goes out to you, Jenny. Happy birthday, Jenny. And so, with that, guys, we'll just wrap up this week's Live From Last Week episode right here. So, if you guys have enjoyed what you've been watching, feel free to follow JayWalkerPOV on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Be sure to like and share this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notifications bell to be notified when new videos from JayWalkerPOV come out. And once again, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Stay safe and healthy out there, and we'll see you next time on Live From Last Week.